What does he say? What does he say? That's the heart of the card. That's not what he says. I don't remember what he says. What does he say?
Eh?
In the anime? Doesn't he say
Yeah.
something?
Believe in the heart of the cards.
Okay. Sure.
That's what he says about the heart of the
Believe
cards.
in the heart of your butt.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know if I should. I don't know if my butt has a heart.
That's scary. Everybody's butt has a heart. Oh,
Connected to my heart.
the butt bones connected to your heart.
Beat, beat, beat.
The heart bones connected to your face. The face bones connected to your arm. Those are the parts of your bod. E. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shownanigans. My name is Tube,
And my name is Dew.
also known as
Deva! And
My name is TRESHA.
hi, Trisha.
Hi.
So what are we doing today, too?
For some reason, many weeks ago, I thought it would be a good idea just to take a break because we were like halfway through Beastars, right? And I thought it
Yeah.
would be like a good idea to take a break and talk about our top favorite movies and top favorite TV shows because this is a podcast about things that we watch.
Mm-hmm.
But then Doob got sick with the COVID
Mm-hmm.
and she came to my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not get sick, but I was quarantined.
So basically, there's been a lot of hoopla.
There's been a lot of hoopla, and that's why we've been gone for forever. So literally, I planned like an easy episode to do, and then we couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm. By the way, it's important to add in that I got sick without my, like, it's not my fault.
Exactly. Somebody with Dupe came into contact with somebody who kind of lied about uh not having the disease. So what have we learned from this Dupe?
Don't trust anyone.
Mm-hmm. Actually, what the lesson should be is if you are sick, tell somebody you're sick. For the love of God, it's the most decent human thing to do. Tell somebody that you are sick before you get them sick. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
No,
we're not here to talk about our woes.
Nope. That was been a long woe.
That was a woe.
That was a long woe.
It's been many. I can't remember when the last episode was. It's been weeks.
I think it's been like 4 weeks.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought we'd take a mid-season break from talking about Beanstars to talk about our favorite TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. Why'd I do this, Dupe?
Because it will be interesting and yeah, it will give us a little bit break of like watching shows and whatnot. We can just kind of talk about things that we have already done or watched.
I haven't things we've done.
Oh no. Like things we've already watched.
Yes.
Versus watching and reviewing. This way we don't have to watch something and review it. We are basically just speaking from things that we already watched.
I mean, we're gonna talk about we're gonna watch the next episode of Beastars after this, but
yes, we are.
But
it's good to have like something that's different too
for a little bit. This is more relaxed too.
Yeah.
And also, we haven't looked at this list until now. Like, I'm seeing it now, but I haven't looked at it in 4 weeks. So I'm like,
yeah,
what did I write 4 or 5 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's been a while, so it's we just kind of randomly we came up with this list and then We didn't look at it for 4 weeks, and now we're looking at it as we speak.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's
Maybe
like,
it'll be a reaction video.
it's not even
reaction.
It can't be reactions. Nobody can see our stupid faces.
Well, they can hear our voices and see
They can
how
hear our
we're
stupid
reacting.
voices. And by the way, this doesn't like represent our top forever, always cemented favorite movies or TV shows. This is just like the first 5 I came up with, basically.
Yeah.
So like we could do another episode of this later on when Beastars, like when the first season of Beastars ends, and we could talk about another top 5 movies or TV shows just for funsies.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So doop 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 doop. I don't know why I said your name like that. I was gonna say doobie, but then I stopped because it sounds like weed. I mean, the word doob already sounds like weed, but doobie sounds more like a weed. And then I stopped, and all I could do was go doob to doo to doop. But doob.
Yeah.
Why don't we start with your top movies? What do you like, doob?
Okay, so I am a very like diversified person when it comes to like movies.
Okay.
Like I have a favorite kind of genre, which is like psychological thrillers. That's my favorite type.
Sure.
Or just thrillers in general. I like that genre a lot, but that being said, it doesn't mean that like my favorite movies are from that genre.
Mm-hmm.
So, enough said. These are my top movies. So the first one is Huh?
These are the top favorite movies right now.
Yeah, right now. So the first one is Pursuit of Happiness.
Mm-hmm. We should probably like give sort of like a brief idea as to what like what like generally happens in each thing, like just briefly.
Summary. Yeah, so Pursuit of Happiness, it's I think it's well known to a lot of people these days.
Yeah.
I just hadn't watched it for a while. It's very very good.
I don't want to watch it because I feel like it would make me cry. This is
okay. This movie,
there's
a lot of hardships, you know.
That's another thing. I don't want to watch people go through hardships.
But it's not gonna make you cry, too.
Okay.
It's not that kind of hardship. Like it's there are a lot of struggles, you know, but
okay.
But the good thing about this movie, it's very motivational. At the end, you know,
that's another thing I think you like is movies that are motivational.
Yeah, like things that kind of inspire you,
spark
something in you. I like those kind of movies as well.
They spark joy.
Yeah, Marie Kondo.
They Marie Kondo your heart.
Yeah. So, Pursuit of Happiness. I mean, it's the title itself is kind of like, you know something is gonna happen that's good at the end, right?
No.
So.
Look, you can pursue happiness all you want. Doesn't mean you're gonna get it.
But then you wouldn't make a movie about it if you're not gonna.
No. You'd make an art house film about it, and then.
Anyways,
a French art house film.
Watch it. A lot of people love it, and I also really like it. I don't know why I hadn't watched it for so long. So, yeah, thankfully I watched it, and I love it. That's the first one. Will Smith is in it too, FYI.
And his son?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's based on a book as well.
Which is interesting because they made that other movie. I can't remember the name of it now. It was Will Smith and his son. And that was considered terrible. Really? I can't think of the name now. It's a sci-fi movie. Like the acting in it is just terrible. And it's like obvious he just put his according to like what I've seen, it's obvious he just stuck his son in it just to because he could, basically. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, this one was well acted, like it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I would highly suggest it to you. I would highly suggest all these movies to you, but you know.
Okay.
Some of these I think you've watched with me as well. The next one is Life is it's a drum roll.
That's a fake drum roll. Drum.
A fake drum roll.
Drums don't sound like da 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 da.
I had my hand here and I was like dun 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 dun.
Okay, you miming a drum doesn't make it real.
Doesn't matter. Whatever.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be real.
You're not real, man.
I really exist. I'm here. I'm on this podcast. That's proof.
Okay, fine. That's all you need to know you exist if you're on a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. So the next one is Life is Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
Oh yeah, you were
so,
telling me about this.
yeah. So the next two movies, so this one and the next one, they're not in English. Doesn't mean they're not good. Like they're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So Life is
I
Beautiful
see what you
is
did
also
there.
another it's an Italian movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Italian until I started watching it, but it's such a good movie, so I'm glad I did. It's also another kind of like inspirational movie. This movie also had like a lot of controversy
Yeah.
slash criticism
Yeah.
because
I
of
looked it up, I
the
remember.
yeah, because of like the way that they portrayed the World War II.
Yeah.
But don't
Okay.
be so harsh with like how they're showing it. Just focus on like what the movie is really about. So the actual movie is about the main character, and it's just about like basically living life to the fullest, or seeing life in a positive way. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like where the direction of the movie is.
Mm-hmm.
And
Even during like a huge tragedy, I guess.
exactly, yeah. And I think the way that they showed it is so nice. Like I went through like a lot of stages of emotions while watching that movie. I was
Mm-hmm.
like,
All four of them.
yeah. I was like sad. I was like happy.
Oh, I was
And then
joking.
I was sad, happy, like it made me laugh a lot. So that's why I felt happy.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many like little like funny scenes in
Mm-hmm.
there
Yeah,
to kind
because
of like it's a lighthearted movie.
from what I read, it was like the dad is trying his best to make the family happy during a huge tragedy.
Yeah. Mostly like his son, especially because
Mm-hmm.
his son is like very innocent, right? He doesn't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's I don't want to say so much, but it's a really good movie, and I would highly recommend it. And yeah, for the people that are like maybe they're take I don't know
Mm-hmm.
for the viewers that are concerned about the facts of World War II, don't focus so much on the facts and just focus on like what the message of the movie is. Maybe that might get you to enjoy the movie a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess people when you make a historical film, they want things
Mm-hmm.
to be more accurate, or like
But then like
maybe just to focus only, like I guess the weight of the fact that it's like a huge tragedy, you should only focus on the weight of the tragedy, but that's
yeah.
not really what the film is about. It's more
Mhm.
about how you overcome that, because I'm sure there are I don't want to say like every single family was positive, because I'm sure like throughout any tragedy you try to make the best of it, but I
Mhm.
can see where the criticisms are coming from, because World War II was terrible, and like
Mhm.
imagine living through a war. How can you make your family laugh and be
Mhm.
happy during that? But I
It
guess
doesn't
maybe that's
mean
the point.
yeah. It doesn't like the movie. There are ups and downs to the movie as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
not in terms of like how good the movie is, but like like they're not always happy, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But like he turns it into like the best way, and there are certain scenes that are uh really like not disturbing, but like they're not pleasant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I
It's
guess
still
it's
enjoyable to watch.
I guess
It's
it's
really
one to
enjoyable.
watch and form your own opinion on. It's okay, like if you don't like it for the reasons other people don't like it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also like, because it's good to criticize, like not criticize, but to be critical of the things that you watch.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also good to realize what the intention of the piece of media is.
Yeah. So the movie basically focuses on the family itself,
Mm-hmm.
and especially the guy trying to cheer up his family. So that's like pretty much um what I enjoyed.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. I feel like out of this whole list, like I feel like that one is number one top. I don't think that's gonna change either. But maybe you never know. The next movie is called A Hard Day, or in Korean it's called like it translates to Until the End, which is in Korean it's called 끝까지 간다. 끝간 no gosh. 끝까지 간다. Which means until the end.
Yes.
So this is a Korean movie. It has a very famous actor in there too. He's also in Parasite.
Oh, which one is he?
I don't know why. I always like forget his name.
Didn't watch Parasite yet, but yeah.
He's also in Coffee Prince. He's in a lot of things now, but I feel like he's very good, especially with thrillers.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me look up his name. I forget. I always forget. I know him. Like I've watched so many movies with him, but I always forget his name for some reason. Lee Sung-gyun. Yeah.
Okay.
So I first saw him. Like he was in the first drama that I ever watched. First Korean drama I've ever watched, and it's It's called Coffee Prince. So he's not the main actor in Coffee Prince. He's one of the main characters in Coffee Prince. He's like the second main guy in there. And
he's not the oh no. I was gonna make an Oran High School Host Club joke, but now I can't think of the main guy's name.
Oh. Okay.
Never mind, joke fail.
But yeah, he's a really good actor in general. But he's in this movie, and this movie, it's so interesting. It's a different kind of movie. I don't know. Is it a different kind? It's one of a kind movie I've ever watched.
Okay.
In that I watched thrillers, obviously. Like I love thrillers in English, Korean, whatever, like whichever thing. I've watched a lot of thrillers in my life. But this movie is like, it's a thriller, yes. Like it gets your heart racing. Like there's so many action scenes. There's like a huge storyline behind it, yes. But then it's also like comedic. It's like hilarious at some points.
So it's like a dark comedy?
Yeah, kind of. But it's a thriller.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a thriller plus like a dark comedy together in one.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I've never watched a movie like
What's it about though?
So okay, so when I tell you like the summary of the movie,
yes,
you'll see why it's a joke. You'll kind of see why it's a joke at least. So basically the movie is about Lee Sung-gyun, like his character. And he's a police officer. His character is a police officer. And he accidentally runs over a guy.
Oh yeah, like
while driving, and kills him. Okay. And he's a police officer. Okay.
Yes.
So he's like, "Oh shit, what do I do?" So he's actually on his way to his mother's grave, right? It's also his mother's funeral. And also his daughter's birthday. So it's very funny because he's like holding the balloons and whatnot and going to the funeral.
Yes.
Right? And he runs over this guy. So what does he do? He ends this is just the beginning, so don't worry. It's not going to ruin much for you.
Okay.
So he basically ends up taking the body and putting it in his mother's grave. And that's the beginning. And that's the summary too.
What happens to his mom? Never mind. I guess I'd have to watch it.
I thought you watched it with me because it was like one of my favorite movies.
I feel like I've heard the beginning plot before, or like maybe you watched the trailer or something because it sounds familiar.
I watched it with Soon.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure I told you. I told so many people about this movie, and I made Harpreet watch most of it, and I watched it with Light.
Is a friend of Doob.
Yeah, she's Korean, and when it was like TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival, I had a ticket. I had a ticket to watch this movie, I think, and then I brought Soon with me, and we watched it together, or we bought the tickets. I can't remember, but yeah, it was
a long time ago.
It was so good. I think this is my favorite movie that I watched at TIFF.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, it wasn't Mobius.
Let's just not talk about that movie ever.
Oh my god, I
Ever.
tried to explain that movie to somebody recently, and like after saying it out loud from my mouth, I just kind of sat there and thought, I sat through that.
I remember some people leaving too.
Yeah.
So we watched all of it.
Why did we not leave? I guess
Well,
because
I know why I watched it.
because of the guy.
No.
Why? Why did we watch it?
I think for me, like I don't really stop movies
Uh-huh.
in general. Like
Yeah.
if I start a movie, I will finish it no
We
matter
probably
what.
should have left though, because we were scarred.
Yeah, we were scarred.
That movie will stay with me forever, Doob. I'm not gonna talk about what happens in that movie. I mean, I probably could. This isn't a PG podcast, but I don't think anybody wants to hear about it.
Yeah, it is just okay. If you want to know about this movie, Mobius. Oh my gosh, just Google it.
Google it.
Yeah, just Google it. We're not gonna torment you.
Oh my
If
God.
you want to scar yourself, you go ahead and you Google that.
We have a copy of it at my workplace.
Hey.
I see it sometimes, and
Christ.
I am reminded.
But yeah, this is a better movie.
We're talking about a hard
day. Yeah, it's such a good movie. It's like lighthearted, but it gets your heart racing at the same time. It's something different, and
he's having a hard day.
Yep,
we can all relate.
Day, but it's funny.
Okay.
Okay, so the next movie, number 4, is called Spirited Away.
Ooh.
This is also kind of like special to my heart because I watched this movie, or I started watching this movie. I watched like half of it in grade 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really wanted to finish watching the movie. So in grade 6, what happened was like it was just before summer vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And we like our whole class was in the library, and we were like, okay, what should we do? Let's watch a movie. Okay, so my teacher plays this movie. We only got to watch half of it, and then it was basically like school's over. Okay, but I didn't know what the movie was called, or I forgot about it. I don't know. It was one or the other. So I remember
more like you forgot about it.
Maybe, I don't know.
With your tiny dude brain.
So I remember Googling it at that time. I didn't get anything. Like, I didn't know what it was. So I guess I kind of gave up. And then many years later, like 3 years, no, not even 3 years, like 5-6 years later, I Googled it again. Yeah. Because I remember the storyline. So I probably Googled, this is probably what I Googled. Pig girl thing. I don't know what else. Japanese. I don't know. Because I didn't even know anime or anything at that time. I was just like a lost child, really. So, a lost cause. So yeah, and after many years, like after Googling it, I found that movie. I watched it fully. Like, I was so excited. And then I saved it and I watched it like 6 times, 7 times after that. Like, I really liked it. It's a really good anime movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it fully. I've seen parts of it. So I know kind of like what it looks like and who some of the characters are, but I don't know what it's about and I don't know what happens really.
So the characters and what else did you say?
I don't know what happens.
Okay. So I'll give you the summary the way I did for a hard day, like the beginning, because that's also the summary. So what happened in the beginning, basically right off the bat. So I think her name is Chiriko.
Is it not Chihiro?
Chihiro, yes, sorry. Chihiro and her family are moving out from their place, and they're on their way to go to their new home, basically. They go in the forest, and they are lost, and Chihiro is like, let's keep going, but I guess the parents are like kind of exhausted or whatever, and they go into the forest, and they're like looking. I don't know what they start looking for. Oh shit. I think they
Is
were
it
looking
integral?
for directions. I think they were looking for directions or something, and they
Okay.
find a vendor, like a
Yes.
food vendor kind of thing.
I thought
But
you
there's
said
no-
a bender, like from Futurama.
No.
Lick my shiny metal ass. That's what they find in a
Oh
Studio
Lord,
Ghibli
no.
movie.
No. So the parents find this vendor, but there's no actual person there.
Uh-huh.
And they instead there's just a whole bunch of food. So they
Okay.
start eating it, and while they're eating it, Chihiro comes, and she sees her parents, but not her parents. Her parents are basically turned into pigs.
Okay.
So that's like the beginning of the story. Like it's like, okay, what?
Yes.
And
I
the
would say that
story
too, if that happened to
This-
my parents.
So the rest of the story is basically what happens after that. Like,
Mhm.
how
She probably
goes
meets
and-
No Face at some point. He goes,
Yeah.
and there's money. She's on a bus and No Face is there.
Like, okay, so this
Is
movie,
this the movie with the little sprite people?
no. So that is in My Neighbor Totoro.
What about the fuzzy things? The soot balls.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that my name? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about the little things that like shake their heads? The little
that
white
one
guys.
is from Princess Mononoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the little fireball things?
That's from Howl's Moving Castle.
And what about the bath? Isn't that Spirited Away?
What bath?
There's an old woman.
Oh
and
yeah.
There's a bath.
Yeah, that's here.
And they have to give like money, and it's like shaped
Yeah.
like a tablet.
Yeah, that's here.
Okay. all the Studio Ghibli things have blended into one movie in my head. One big movie.
So Studio Ghibli is like a studio, no, animation studio like that produces movies, and the director is very famous too, and he's very good. I
Hayao
remember,
Miyazaki.
yeah, Hayao Miyazaki. I remember reading about like actually Spirited Away.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know, like, okay, so me watching it, like the scripting, everything is perfect for me, right? Even the animation, like everything is so beautiful, and you know.
Yeah.
But then I read about it, and I read something specifically, and it said that Hayao Miyazaki, like obviously the animation part, it was done like on paper, like paper by paper, and then like animated, colored in, everything, like the full process of like actual animation, right?
Yeah.
Not just like the computer. I'm not against it or anything, but it just makes it more appreciated more a little bit.
Okay.
But not just that, but the scripting for it specifically for this movie, apparently it was done like on the spot. Like they didn't write out, they wrote out like certain things, like what happens, but the actual like what they're saying is
it
like
was ad-libbed?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. A lot of the parts. So when I read
just
that, I was
had like a general idea as to what was gonna happen, but they didn't know what was being said.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then
only
like,
some movies I know have done that. But I can't think of what they are right now, but I know a few movies that have done that. But they don't always turn out
good.
that Korean director does that. Oh god, what's his name? Something. No. He's like he's famous for doing that in his films, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, his films are so good."
Korean
But then I don't like them.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god, what's his name? He was married to a woman, and then he cheated on this woman, on his wife, with an actress in his movies, and now he's divorced his wife and he's dating that actress. Oh my god. She was in the movie she was in oh god, let me just look it up.
Handmaiden?
Yeah, she was in The Handmaiden. It's Kim Min Hee. Kim Min Hee's the actress from that movie. Hong Sang Woo.
Oh, I don't know him.
He had an affair with her, and then he divorced his wife, and now he's dating her. That's not even the point. The point is that he makes his films like that. Like he has a general idea of what's going to happen in his films. And then he just kind of does it on the spot. But and everybody's like, oh, it's great because it's capturing the awkwardness and the reality of what's happening in the moment. But it's not very good. At least to me.
Oh, he directed the movie Our Sunhee or Uri Sunhee, which is it was playing at TIFF at the same time that I watched A Hard Day, I think.
Oh yeah?
And Lee Sung-yeon is also in there. So I think I was considering watching this movie too because of
What
Lee
is it
Sung-yeon.
called?
Our
Sunhee?
Sunhee? Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know how well it did.
Okay. I don't know if all of if like every single one of his movies is like that, but I know some of them are. At least most of them are.
Interesting.
But yeah, see, we were talking about Spirited Away.
Yes. Yeah, Spirited Away. It's a good movie.
Yes. It's just a good movie. Most Ghibli movies you'd want to watch, except for A Graveyard of Fireflies. Fireflies.
Yeah, I mean, like Graveyard of Fireflies is
You'd
also
want to
a
watch
good movie,
it, but like you wouldn't want to watch it when you're in a very bad. I don't think I'd ever want to watch it, but like if you're in a bad place, because it will make you cry.
It will make you cry. It's one of those movies that will make you cry.
I've heard it's not like just like a regular cry; it's an ugly cry.
Yeah, it is a really sad movie. One of the saddest movies I've ever watched. I can't think of a sadder movie than that. That is probably the saddest movie I've ever watched.
Somebody's like, I accept this challenge. I'll give her a sadder movie.
Yeah. I mean, if you can, I don't know.
I won't watch it.
It's really sad. It's really sad. I can think of a sad drama. 49 Days. I don't know.
Oh, that one. I don't know what it's about. She's dying in 49 days.
Yeah, and she's trying to collect herself, and then she finds out information.
And there was a necklace we wanted to buy.
Yeah.
from the thing. I remember that.
Now I'm looking at, I actually looked up those necklaces earlier.
Yeah.
I think like 2 weeks ago. They're such bad quality. They look like such bad quality.
Yeah, but at the time, we were like,
I was like, yes.
Wow, it's from the drama. I sound like this.
But I was also like, oh my gosh, I want that earring because of Ki Kwang.
Yeah.
I was not the same dude.
Oh yeah, that's why you watched it probably, because of Ki Kwang.
Ki Kwang? No, he was not there.
Didn't you say Ki Kwang?
Yeah, but like I was saying, I also wanted like an earring too.
Oh, because of him?
Yeah.
I bought an earring because Hyun Sung wore it from Beast.
Yeah.
If nobody knows what we're talking about a K-pop group called Beast.
Yes. Which I was like a huge fan of.
I liked them more than M Black. I still like them more than M Black. I tried to listen.
I always did.
Oh my god. Like I tried to listen to I had like a throwback playlist on and a Smoky Girl started playing and I think out loud.
Oh my god.
I was walking up the escalator to get on the train and I said out loud, no.
Why that song? They have better songs.
Are you sure? I mean, that's the worst one out of all of their songs. But yeah.
And why did you pick?
I did not pick that one. It was on a playlist. It was on shuffle that played.
Oh Lord!
It was like it was like one of those pre-made playlists.
No, I don't like that song. It's
It's
not a throwback because it's not good.
Oh, ooh!
It's so lame. No, let's just not. I don't want it stuck in my head.
Smoky girl. It's terrible.
Anyways, next. I like a lot of songs songs. Oh my gosh, movies. We're talking about movies now.
Yes, we are.
I like a lot of movies in Studio Ghibli in general, and there are too many movies that I like that are like one of my favorites. But they're all under Studio Ghibli, so I'm just like, I'll just pick my favorite one from there. So I put Spirited Away. It's my first and also my favorite.
The cat's from Kiki's Delivery Service, right? Gigi?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all blended into one movie in my head, too.
Oh, geez. Wait till you see my poster with all the Studio Ghibli posters.
It's all
Studio
one
Ghibli
film.
creatures.
My neighbor spirited away from Totoro in the valley of Nausicaa. right?
With a delivery service.
There's a little delivery lady.
At Kiki's delivery service.
And then there's Ponyo. She's there too.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. So the last movie.
I've watched this one.
Yeah.
Did we watch it together in the theater?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yep. So it's called. Why did I put 30? It's called 10. Cloverfield.
I thought it was 30. I was so. You wrote 30 there, and I was like, yeah, that's the name. It's definitely the name.
It's 10. No, I just saw it, and I was like, wait.
I love 30 Cloverfield Lane.
So it's called 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's from a series of movies, but they're not really directly related to each other. So you don't have to watch the first movie in order to watch this movie. It's a completely different film, yeah, film and story and everything. The only relation is the ending. I'm not even gonna, the ending. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is because it's the ending.
Yes.
But the movie and everything, like I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the first one, and Trisha didn't watch the first one either.
No. I just know the general idea of the first one is that there's a huge monster attacking the city. Not maybe not a monster, but monsters attacking the city. Mm-hmm. And people, it's like they're filming it with a camera. Mm-hmm. Like an actual, I think it was an actual digital camera, not like a phone. These days we would be filming it on our phone.
Yeah.
But they were using like a digital camera because they were at like someone's wedding or something, or like a bachelor party, and they started filming. Mm-hmm. So it was like what do you call it? Found footage film, basically. But this one isn't found footage.
Yeah. So this one, it's I think I liked it. Like I don't think I would like the first one as much, just by like listening, like reading the summary and listening to it from what you said and everything.
Yeah. And
same with the third one, because there's another one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But this movie, like, it's right up my alley. It's a psychological thriller.
Right up Dube's alley.
Yes.
There's an alley. It's called Dube. This one's there.
It's right up it. Yeah.
It's ew. You said that yourself.
It would have been better without the ew.
No, it wouldn't have. Somebody out there would have heard that and went, ew. What's wrong with that Dube? Doesn't she know what she's saying with her mouth?
Anyways, you said it first.
You said it second and more bad. So it's your fault.
Why is it more bad though, too?
Because you said it.
Because I repeated it?
Because you said it with your face.
Because I said it after you?
No, because you said it at all.
Yeah.
You knew what you were doing, what you were dubing.
So anyways, This one, it's called 10 Cloverfield Lane, and basically it's a psychological thriller. It starts off with this, how would I summarize this?
Well, it's about a girl whose name I can't remember. All I remember is that she was really hot, but it's about a girl. And she's in a car, she's driving somewhere when a tragedy hits, and her car crashes. And John Goodman finds her, the John Goodman from Roseanne. Mm-hmm. Roseanne. That's what he sounds like, right? In Roseanne?
I've never watched it.
Roseanne. Debbie. That's not her name. What's her name? The daughter. It's not Debbie. Mm-hmm. Jessie? Jackie. No, that's the sister.
I've never watched it, too.
You are no help whatsoever.
Nope.
Oh, God. Never mind. It's not even important. Anyhow, John Goodman finds her. I don't remember the character's name, but it was John Goodman. And he brings her back to his bunker, his house, like a bunker-ish area. Mm-hmm. And he tells her that basically the world is ending and she can't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then there's lots of wondering if what he is saying is true or not. So you spend most of the movie trying to figure, like, you're wondering whether you believe if John Goodman's character is a reliable narrator, basically, a reliable character.
You're trying to see if if what you're like, whatever story they're saying is true or not.
If you're being like, it's basically, am I being gaslighted? The movie.
Yeah. Yeah. But when
Mhm.
it's in a good kind of way though,
Yeah.
because you're like, okay, wait, what? Wait,
Mhm.
what? Like
There's a lot of
you're always
things that happen, and a lot of people are put off by the ending. I know a lot of people were put off by the ending. I'm not gonna say like what happens, but there's like this, it's so out of tune with what happens with the rest of the movie that you're like, what? But I kind of liked it.
I
It was
liked it too.
ridiculous, but I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a twisty turny movie, and you're like, wait,
That's
what?
why I liked it, I
What?
think.
You're basically, you feel like you're in the main character's shoes, the girl's shoes, because you only know as much as she knows, and
Yeah.
that's what makes it thrilling and good. And also John Goodman shakes his butt in it, so
I watched another movie with him, eh?
uh-huh.
What is it called?
Was it Roseanne?
No. No, it's about traffic.
What?
Wait, let me look it up.
Oh my God.
It's like it
This
was an
movie
interesting movie. It
about
was an interesting movie, to say
traffic.
the least.
Like traffic.
uh,
What was it about?
it was like a similar like type of movie because it's a thriller as well. That one, and it was like basically it was about like road rage.
Unhinged?
Yes, that's the one. It was kind of like ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
That one, but it had him too. He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it that movie, if you want to watch it, like it's a ridiculous movie. Like the things that happens in there, you're like, wait, what? Like, huh? But I still enjoyed watching that movie, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we spent 5 minutes trying to find out what it was. And that my search bar now contains John Goodman Netflix, John Goodman Taxi, John Goodman Goodman, and John Goodman Thriller.
Yay!
Dan, you come over here. That's not what Roseanne sounds like at all.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna lose my voice if I try to sound like Roseanne. Well, that was your top movies.
Yeah.
And now I have some top movies.
Mm.
What are they? You can see them already, but
I'm actually going up now to see them.
I can see your cursor moving up.
Yeah.
But yes, the first one I want to talk about is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I think that might be actually like my favorite movie, kind of one of my favorite movies of all time. I remember when I was in film class in high school, the Mr. Wheaton, he was our film teacher.
Yeah.
He asked us like what our favorite movies were, and I said this one. Because it's so iconic. It's about Ferris. He plays hooky for a day basically with his friends. They skip school and they go out on the town and they have fun. But it's not even just about that. It's about Ferris's friend Cameron, who's having like a really hard time at home. He has a really hard home life. And Ferris, they're about to graduate, and he wants to give Cameron sort of this great day to sort of help him to feel better. Like I don't think he realizes like at the end of the movie how much it helps Cameron, but it really does. That like that day kind of changes his life. So the movie is as much about Cameron as it is about Ferris, and it's such a good movie. The only downside I would say is that it stars this particular actor whose name I can't remember right now, who was later arrested for being a pedophile.
Oh Lord.
And his character is the one who's chasing after Ferris, who's supposed to be a high schooler. He plays the principal.
Hey.
Yeah, but in the movie, the principal finds out that Ferris is skipping and basically chases him around New York, the city, to find him. It's really it's a fun movie. I really liked it. It's one of my favorite movies. I think what? Oh.
Luna.
She agrees with me. She likes Ferris Bueller's Day Off too. The music in that movie is actually really good too, and I bet that's also what Luda likes. The music.
Is that true, Luna? Luna? Okay.
Charlie Sheen is in it also. I think for his character, he didn't sleep for like days because he was supposed to look drugged out, and he accomplished it. He accomplished that look.
I already I actually did watch this movie.
Oh yeah,
It's been so long that I can't remember like exactly what happens. Like
Watch
I know
it
the
again.
summary, but I don't remember like scene by scene what happens. I don't know the ending. I don't remember.
watch it at least for like the museum scene because I love the museum scene because this isn't really spoiling anything, but there's like a specific scene in the movie. I'm pretty sure anybody who's seen it will know. When they're in the museum, Cameron Ferris and his girlfriend, and they're all looking at like different paintings and stuff. And Cameron sees this painting of like people in a park basically, and he sees this boy in the painting, and the more he stares at the boy, the less the boy seems like the sum of all his parts. Like if he stares at the boy for a long time, the boy doesn't seem like a person. He seems just like dots on a paper, just pieces of colors basically. And I think what the director was trying to say with that part of the movie was like that's how Cameron feels about himself. Like the more Cameron looks at himself, the more he realizes that there's nothing there. So it's kind of like that's kind of like my favorite scene in the movie.
Interesting.
I like that movie.
I know you like that movie.
Yes,
Even before I saw this list.
Yes, I like movie. Sorry.
Okay.
I like movies now. And that's all I really have to say about Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The next movie on my list is like a complete 180 from that movie. It's the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Because I like animated movies a lot. The rest of the movies on here are actually just animated movies, but the SpongeBob movie is on there because I really like SpongeBob.
Yep, she does.
I can quote lots of episodes of SpongeBob. The other day I was doing the da 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 thing like out of nowhere just for fun. It's fun. Like the whole movie is I feel like it's such a good movie because SpongeBob, he thinks when he wakes up that morning he thinks he's going to become the manager of the Krusty Krab #2. But then when he gets there, Mr. Krab tells him that he can't be the manager because he's a kid. He's just a kid. And the whole movie is him realizing that he can be a man while also enjoying childish things. You know what I mean? Just because you're an adult doesn't mean that you can't enjoy the things that made you happy as a child or things that are fun. You don't have to be like uptight and all like, oh, I don't like cartoons, they're for children and things like that, right? I don't like blowing bubbles. You don't have to be a Squidward. Like the older I've gotten, I understand where Squidward is coming from. But I think the problem is you don't want to fully become Squidward where you're to the point where you don't want to enjoy things. And when you do enjoy things, you feel guilty in a way. Yeah. I think the point is to be a good mix of Squidward and SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But the whole journey that he goes through, him and Patrick, SpongeBob and Patrick, it's just so much fun because it's not linear. He goes through so much shit just to be able to save Mr. Krabs. Because Mr. Krabs gets frozen, right? So he has to go on a journey to save him.
Yeah.
Squidward basically runs away because he's like, I'm not getting paid. I'm leaving.
Oh boy.
But SpongeBob is like, I'm gonna save the world, and like so much shit happens, and like there's also the whole idea, like there's the whole live action part where like the pirates are watching the movie that we're watching. Don't you remember?
Yeah. Did we watch this movie together?
I don't know. We saw the second movie.
Oh, okay.
The second movie is an absolute psychedelic trip. Like if you wanna experience what being high on mushrooms feel like, watch the second SpongeBob movie.
Yep.
I think SpongeBob was supposed to actually end after the first movie.
Really?
It would have made sense, don't you think? Because the second Krusty Krab opened. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the ending of the movie, even though probably everyone should have watched it by now. But like a specific thing happens to SpongeBob at the end of the movie, which sort of signals the end of the series,
Mm,
but it doesn't.
it's okay.
Also, I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah.
Yeah.
We're all goofy goobers, yeah.
Yeah.
Goofy, goofy, goober, goober, yeah.
Also, I feel like I'm more of a Sandy.
Sandy cheeks?
Yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Without the accent.
Oh, you have an accent.
What accent?
The brown one.
That comes out once in a while.
Okay. Everything's bigger in India.
Yeah?
No? I don't know. What do they say? What's the country's slogan?
In India?
Yes.
Let me Google that.
Everything's more India in India. No?
What? Huh. It says the national emblem of India bears the motto okay, I'm gonna completely mess this up, but Satya Meva Jayate,
What's
which
that mean?
means in Sanskrit it translates to truth alone triumphs.
Everything's bigger in Texas. That's a good motto, actually.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with SpongeBob.
No, not at all. Your next movie recommendation too?
I was going to say something else about Sandy, but now I've forgotten.
Karate.
Oh my gosh. Hey, ha, karate. Don't you have to be stupid somewhere else? Not until 4.
Oh my god.
Okay. My next favorite movie is another animated movie. It is Coraline. Have you read the book, Doob?
I haven't read the book, but I have watched the movie.
The reason I watched the movie was because I read the book first. Book is really good, but the book and the movie they follow the same story, but they are sort of two complete I feel like two complete depictions of the story because they're different. In the book, in the movie, they introduce a character named, well, I guess I should tell you what the movie's about first. It's about a girl named Coraline. She moves to like the middle of nowhere with her mom and dad, and they are so busy with themselves that they completely ignore her. And she becomes so bored that she ends up being transported to another world via a door in her new house that leads to a new world where there's another person who looks exactly like her mother called the Other Mother. The only difference is this Other Mother, in their world, in the other world, the Other Mother pays attention to Coraline. She gives Coraline everything she wants, but she has the only difference is she has buttons in her eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like this movie, I've read a lot, like people say like this movie isn't necessarily scary for children. I guess there are some scary elements to it, like near the end, but it's not necessarily scary for children. It's more of a cautionary tale for them, but it's scary for adults because for the kid, it's like Coraline gets to go on this huge adventure. That's amazing, right? But for the adult, it's easy to see how simple it is to lose track of your child so quickly, even though you think you're doing what's best for them. Yeah. Like her parents aren't necessarily doing anything wrong in the movie. They are just completely swamped with work that they don't have enough time to pay attention to her. And they don't have a lot of money either, so they can't buy Coraline all the things that she wants. So it was easy for Coraline to get swayed and be lured to the other world with the Other Mother in it.
Yeah.
Also, the movie introduces a whole new character called YB, and he's not in the book, so that might turn people away from the movie and stuff. Because the book, I think, like the book and the movie are good in their own ways. I feel like I prefer the book over the movie, just because of the way the book ends. I feel like the ending in the book has more of a climax than in the movie. Yeah. So I think I like the book more, but I like some of the things that the movie introduces though. Like I actually kind of like the introduction of YB
Yeah.
because it kind of explains some things, why some, or not even why, but some backstory of some things in the movie. So
Mm,
yeah, it's kind of interesting. Did you
mm.
watch it? You watched it, right?
Yeah, I
What did
watched
you
it.
think?
I liked the dark elements of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was a very like overall good movie. Like it has a good message too at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the way it was animated too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the message is like the big thing. Like, being brave doesn't mean that you're not scared. It means that
Mm-hmm.
you are scared, but you do it anyways. That's the whole
Mm.
point of the book.
Yeah.
I think the book actually has a lot more like darker imagery than the movie. So I would suggest reading the book. Like there's some fucked up things that happen in the book.
Oh.
Because it's a Neil Gaiman book and he wrote the Sandman stuff. So yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know he wrote that?
No.
Yeah, he wrote the book.
Huh. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my third favorite movie.
It's a
I've
very
got
good movie.
very good movie. I have two more, guys. We're almost done. I feel like we should stop after my movies and then we can do our top TV shows as a separate show. Otherwise, we'll talk
Be
for
here
too long.
forever.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. So this episode will just be about the movies, I guess. I didn't expect
Mm-hmm.
us to take so long
Yeah,
talking about each and
same.
every movie, but I guess we just like to hear the sound of our own dumb voices.
Oh my god.
No, no, no. I think we're just really interested in the movies that we're talking about. Like we really like them,
Yeah.
otherwise we wouldn't talk about them this much.
Yeah.
So the fourth movie is Inside Out, a Pixar movie.
Mm-hmm.
I love this movie so much.
I love this movie a lot too.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people might not like it because a lot of people the movie is well, let me explain what the movie's about. I'm getting too caught up in things. But the movie is about it's been so long since I watched it, but it's about a girl and I think she moves away from home, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
Coraline, right? She
Mm-hmm.
moves away and she leaves all of her friends behind. And when she moves to her new school, she doesn't necessarily make friends very easily and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sad about the fact that she's left her old friends behind and her old friends are like making new friends and things like that, and they're not like she's going through a big life change basically,
Mm-hmm.
and that affects her emotions, and her emotions are depicted by these five little sort of creatures in her head. There's happiness, there's joy,
Mm-hmm.
sadness, there's anger,
Mm-hmm.
disgust.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Fear?
Fear, yeah.
Fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all like her emotions are all depicted by that. And joy and sadness are kind of the main emotions that are shown in the movie. And joy is her main job is to like I guess keep Riley. Her name is Riley. The main character's name is Riley.
Yeah.
Riley happy. And all she is concerned about is keeping Riley happy. But
Mm-hmm.
what she doesn't realize is that well, I guess the sadness what is it that happens? Sadness like she picks up they're like these balls. This sounds weird. They're like memory balls in
Mm-hmm.
Riley's head and they show like different memories and the memories are tainted by not tainted but like they have like a specific feeling
Mm.
based on those main five feelings, and most of them are joy. They're happy. But
Yeah.
then I think one of the memories, I think the memory of her like moving or something gets dropped, and sadness
Mm-hmm.
picks it up and it turns the memory sad. And then Riley's emotions start getting more sad because I think joy ends up leaving. I think sadness like she gets sucked out of the headquarters or something, and then joy goes after her,
Mm-hmm.
and they go on this journey throughout Riley's head. But I don't want to spoil anything. But Bing Bong happens.
Mm.
That's very sad. And they go through this whole journey, and I think the whole point of the movie was because Joy is so focused on keeping Riley happy that she doesn't realize that Riley's sort of been through this big trauma like moving is a huge thing. You're moving away from friends, you're leaving like school, you're leaving all kinds of things behind.
Yep.
And the whole, like, she needs to be sad. The whole point of the movie is to discover the importance of sadness and the role it plays in your life, and how important it is to feel your feelings, to feel sad, and to understand what that is.
It's a very powerful movie. It's very good.
I took a long time to explain that, but it seems like a really simple concept, but it's like there's so much that happens in that movie. There's so many interesting things that happens. It's such a well thought out movie. And the way everything is depicted and shown to you is so well done. I hear like they use the little emotion dolls to help with children, to help them understand their emotions, and so they can be like, I feel like this one today, or I feel like that one today. So I think that that's really good. And I know like throughout the movie people find sadness annoying, but she's only trying to do her job, just like how Joy's trying to do her job. Yeah. Also, she looks like me.
Yeah. She does look like her.
It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, she does look like Tube, like a lot. Glasses, hair, everything.
Also, she's played by Phyllis, and I love Phyllis from The Office. She sounds like this.
Because you like this movie so much, too, I actually have a recommendation for you.
What?
There's a movie called Soul. There was a lot.
Oh, I was supposed to watch that.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, I know what it is, and I was supposed to watch it.
What do you mean? It reminded me. No, I was like, what, were you supposed to watch it? Like right now, or?
Oh my God! Why? I don't mean that. That's weird.
I don't know.
Oh my God, dude.
Anyways, yeah, that movie, it actually reminded me a lot of Inside Out.
Yeah.
Like there were a lot of common elements to it. It is a different movie, obviously. The storyline's different and whatnot, but there are some common themes that happen.
They're both Pixar movies.
Yeah. It's a very good movie as well. Highly recommend. I watched it with Like. He also really liked that movie.
Like is your boyfriend.
Like is my boyfriend, yes. Yes. I'm just
not everybody's gonna know who Like is. Nobody's gonna know who Soon is. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. It's a good movie. So you should watch that next.
I mostly wanted to watch it because of like the jazz. Like there's like lots of jazz music in it. Yeah.
But you should watch it regardless.
Okay.
Everything is good.
Okay. Maybe it'll end up on this list the next time we do this.
Maybe.
Oh, I have like a weird memory associated with Inside Out. Once I was just kind of walking around the Eaton Center, and I walked into the Disney store, and you know how the employees in there are always like super duper happy or whatever?
Yeah.
This woman came up to me. She was like, "Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Disney." And I was like, "Hi."
Oh my God.
You know me. And then she was like, "Would you like a memory ball from Inside Out?" And she held out, because like I said, in the movie they have those little balls that have like the memories trapped in them, right? And she holds out this tiny yellow ball that has the characters inside of it, and it looks like a memory ball. And I'm just staring at the ball, and I'm looking at her because I didn't know if I didn't understand if she wanted me to take it like for real, or if she wanted me to like pay for it or something. I have no idea, but she gave it to me. She's like, "Of course you do." Like I didn't even answer. I just kind of went, she went, "Of course you do," and she handed it to me, and she walked away. And I was like, "Is this free?" But anyhow, I left with it, and it's on my shelf.
Luna.
Right, Luna?
Luna.
Right? Aren't those Disney employees insane?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does Luna think?
I don't know. She's just quiet now.
Oh.
There we go.
That cat. But yeah, that's my memory associated with that movie. So random.
Memory, yeah.
Yeah. But now we are at my final movie, which is a more recent one, and it's an animated movie. Like it's an anime. It's a Japanese movie. It's called A Silent Voice. It's based off of a manga.
This, I think I saw this on Netflix.
Did you watch it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I would suggest. It's a good movie, but I would suggest reading the source material first. I think it's based off of I can't remember if it's 6 or 7-volume manga. It's so good. The manga's so good. The movie, it's a good movie, but it doesn't do the manga justice because it misses it. It skips over a lot of things that happen because there's only so much that they could fit into the movie.
Mm.
But it's about a girl. I think her name is Shoko. She and I this boy character whose name I can't remember. He when they were elementary kids, he bullies her because she's deaf, and he thinks because she's different, he bullies her, and he breaks like her hearing aids and all kinds of things like that. He throws her books in the water, and he bullies her so badly that the whole class also bullies her too. Like they follow him, right? And they bully her. And the bullying is so bad that she drops out of school and she switches schools completely. And then the class basically blames him for it. So like they turn on him, and then he ends up being the one who's ostracized and bullied.
Wow.
And in his brain he's like, but you guys bullied her too, you guys are all terrible, what are you doing? So in his brain he ends up like Xing out people, so he doesn't see people as like people anymore. He sees them as these big X's, like they don't exist to him. And so he doesn't have any friends. He just sort of wanders his way into high school when he realizes, I guess, I can't completely remember the plot, but he realizes that he needs to find Shoko and apologize to her. I think he runs into her by accident, and he decides to like redeem himself by apologizing to her.
Wow.
And like it's not just that, there's so much more to it. There's like there's Shoko's hatred for herself. There's that. There's also this really bitchy character in the movie that they don't end up fleshing out fully. So she just ends up coming off as really bitchy. She doesn't like Shoko because she thinks that Shoko just tells people, I can't do this because of my disability. And she doesn't like Shoko because of that. She thinks that Shoko relies too much on her disability.
Uses it as an excuse.
Uses it as an excuse, yeah. But she goes about it in like a super bitchy way. Like you will hate her in the movie, but there's like more nuance to what she to her character in the manga, and she gets like more of a redemption in the manga, but it's not in the movie, so you hate her. You hate her guts. So, but I would definitely suggest watching the movie. It is good, but you need to read the manga. It's so much better, and it's not like a bad thing. It's not a long manga. It's definitely a quick read, but it will make you cry.
Okay.
Yes. It was good. It made me feel things. How dare it?
Oh no.
Oh no. Also, I think, hold on, let me see here. Yeah, it was animated by Kyoto Animation, so the animation is like really, really good. They did Full Metal Panic and things, and K-On! If you've ever watched K-On! Or Clannad, they've done those.
Oh.
Or Nichijou. So if anybody likes those, you'd probably like this movie. The animation is just really good. Yes. Those
good animation.
Those are all my movies that I liked. Dope.
Yay!
Yay! But we also have TV shows.
We do, but we will do that next week because we are talking
late
for way too long, and I have to do the dishes because I'm an adult.
Oh
now.
my god, dude. I have important things to do, like the dishes.
Luna was like, yeah. Luna? Yep.
What'd she say?
She's like, yeah. She said meow, but
she said meow. Yeah, so those are our top favorite movies, and next week we'll talk about our top favorite TV shows. I think we did okay.
Yeah.
Somehow. For talking like completely off the cuff without a script. Normally we have a huge script in front of us to help us out, like with lots of notes and stuff. But this time we did not. But it was nice to do something like this that was more relaxed. And next week it will be more of the same thing, but with our top favorite TV shows.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Or don't.
Okay.
Maybe you were listening to me and you're like, I don't like the way she's describing this. That's not even what Inside Out is about. I hate her. Which fair. But yeah, where can people find you, Doob? Unless there's more things you want to say.
No, I'm good. These are top movies. These are Tube's top movies. Yeah, these are our top movies.
Wow.
And next time we will do our top TV shows.
Wow. Where can they find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at Devastars4. Or I also have a food account as well. It's called at t.foodlove. So
Wow.
TDOT Food Love.
Mm-hmm.
And and where can people find you too?
I am on Instagram at TRESHA Does Nothing because that's my name. I am also on YouTube under Alex Does Nothing, which I will probably end up changing the focus of the channel, but that is what it is called right now. And we are both on TikTok, or the podcast is on TikTok. If you just search up Shownanigans, you'll see us there. I haven't posted in a while because we couldn't because we didn't have any content. But I will start posting again there soon. Maybe Doob will post something if she sends me a video.
Oh yes. Okay. Yes. I will send you something
if you feel like it. And I think that's it. Doob. Sing us a song. I need to think of a new outro, but sing us a song.
Twinkle, twinkle, little.
Bye.
How I wonder where you are.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I have to think of a new outro. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time.
See you next week.